One of the fundamental characteristics of any programming language is the set of data types it supports. These are the types of values that can be represented and manipulated in the programming language. So generally Dart language supports these set of data types. One is numbers, and other is strings. Numbers holds numeric values, strings holds alphabets or any symbols. Boolean hold true or false. Lists hold a combination of these things as multiple values. Maps holds key value space. So coming to numbers, again we have two different types. One is integer, which holds only values without decimal point, like whole numbers I meant to say, but also the negative numbers. Double is there, just like floating point. This holds fractional part also. Integer holds only the numeric part before the decimal point, without the decimal point, but double holds fraction part also. Like integer holds like 10, double holds 10.10 also. So coming to strings, represent a sequence of characters. For instance, let's say we want to store any name or address or like that. String data type is used for that. So it generally supports UTF-32 code units. Booleans, it will just take true or false values. List represents a group of objects of any type. So it is synonymous to the concept of array in C language. Map represent key value pairs, like maps and map represents a list is the data type. Let's say key value pairs like name, Uday, like that. There is one more type called dynamic data type. It's like see, all the above, we while creating the variable itself, we will be defining the variable type. Dynamic data type is the variable type is not decided yet. Like we can create a variable, and when we mention as dynamic keyword, it means the variable type is not decided yet. So based on the type of value it holds, it will be taken. This is equivalent to variant data type in VBScript. So what is a variable exactly? It is just a name given to some memory or space to store the values. So if you want to create an integer, you can type int. So let me show you a sample. Remove all this stuff. Integer number, let's say 12. String name equal to. So if you suppose in the string name, if you try to assign any numeric values, you will get an error. You see, a type value int cannot be assigned to a variable of type string. This syntax error itself. You can keep them in quotes, then it will be considered as string. Right? You see? Yeah, no errors now. let's say in case of uh, dynamic, let's say some h is equal to, so this whole string now. Okay, I forgot the semicolon. Let it execute and get the result. Okay, now let's say if I keep some other value, let's say 56, 67, still it runs because the type is declared at runtime. So whatever value it stores, that data type is given to that. There are two other keywords called as final and constant. What they will do is they will prevent modifying the values. They are similar to the constants. But what's the difference is the const keyword is used to represent a compile time constants. Variables defined by using const keywords are decided at compile time itself, and you cannot change the values. So what is the difference exactly between the const keyword and final keyword? See the difference here in Stack Overflow. See, final means single assignment. So while you are defining the variable itself, you need to assign a value and it cannot be changed later. Const meaning it's a bit more complex. You can use it when creating collections. Can be determined entirely at compile time. So even for objects. So const is immutable. Okay, so it's like if you define a collection in final keyword, you cannot change the value, but you can change its entire state by eliminating those values, deleting entirely. But the const keyword, it's fixed, you cannot change it, and the data is decided at runtime, compile time itself. You can go through this documentation more. This link is available. Thanks for watching this, and in the next video I will mention you about operators.